Equation of a circle, so let's have a look. Basic form, you've got an x squared plus y squared equals, for example, pick something silly like, or simple like 9. What am I actually picking? I'm picking 1 and 4 and 9 and 16. What am I picking those for? 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, just to make it nice. So that's an equation of a circle with a centre where? Someone want to participate? Centre at 0, 0. So in a minute when they finish this, I'll go through slow if anyone wants a slow version, okay? Centre at 0, 0, and of course it's got a radius of 3. So there's a centre, 0, 0, and the radius equals 3. Where do we get 3 from? Square root of 9. So it goes out 3. I still like on my graphing to do this. Goes there, especially when I'm on the whiteboard, trying to draw it on the whiteboard. And I try to draw the circle. Stupid part is I can normally draw a circle like that, but I can't get through 4 dots and get a circle like that. I'm going to try to make that round and try to make that round, and it's terrible. That's not bad. Now, really simple crash course on it. If I did this to it in the light of what we were talking about a moment ago, let's go 4. Yeah, and let's go 5. Exactly what we were doing just a moment ago with translations and reflections and all that sort of stuff. So what have I done to the x? I've minus the 4 to it. So have a guess what it actually does in principle. You think it's going to move to the left, because it's an inside that does the opposite of what you expect, so it moves it to the 5, 4. And that's going to move it not down, it's on the inside. So it does the opposite of what you expect, moves it up. So this is just going to go, get the right way. I really meant to say the wrong one. Right 4 and up 5. What's the radius still? So what's happened to the graph? Maybe I should start to draw it. So just for those who need it, right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the new centre. So it's not, is it? That's only the x value of the centre. And up 5. So we're there, 1, 2, 3, try to be reasonable. So that's the new centre now. So that wasn't actually the centre. And how far out do I have to go? Not out 9, we're going to go out 3. So what would I do? Then what we draw on the board, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. Down to there, 3. Down across to there, 3. And try to draw it nice. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful. No, it's not. Now it's went bad. So all it's done is moved right properly, moved right 4, and then it moved up 4. I got the right numbers the right way, didn't I? Yep. And there's your complicated formula for it. Then we will come in and we do this here. Calculate centre and radius. Let's do it. X squared plus 4x. Do it nice first of all. Plus y squared plus 2y equals a. It doesn't matter what number it is. Let's go 5. Now we want it to say bracket squared, and it doesn't say bracket squared, and the only way we can do it is called completing the square. Interesting part is you can do it while they're completing square if you don't understand it, just by learning the rules. But for a moment, I want this to say, so I'm going to move down a bit to here. I want this to say bracket squared. I want that to say bracket squared. And I want to figure out what that number is. So if I change these, for example, if I added 1 to that, I could add 1 to the other side. Would it be any good if I added 1 to that? Would that be helpful if I had x squared plus 4x plus 1? No. 2 numbers that multiply to 1 add up to 4. Doesn't work. What about 2? Am I being silly and some of you want to call that 4? What about 3? So if I had an x squared plus a 4x plus a 3, 2 numbers that multiply to 3 that add up to 4. I've got an x plus a 1 and x plus 3. Was it helpful? No. So what's the number I need? 4. So I need a plus 4 there. So where's the 4 come from? I halve that 4. And then what do I do with it? Square it. So halve the 4 and square it, that'll be 2 squared, which is 4. So there's one way of thinking. The other way of thinking is I'm going to halve that, and I'm going to put 2. Which is pretty simple, really. I'm going to halve that and put it there. If I go to this one, I'm going to halve that and put it there. So that's y plus 1. What's the problem with just doing that? I don't know what the radius is. So I need this calculation here so I can figure out what the radius is. What's the calculation? To turn into a perfect square, I need to halve that, which is 2, square it, which is 4. I need to halve that, which is 2 over 2. I went the right, that's a bit weird, 2 over 2 squared. So that's just 1 squared. So how many people actually write that down? Basically no one. So right about if I started again and I said to you, I don't want to write that because it looks too cluttered. I've got rid of that. Half of 4 is 2, 2 squared is 4. Half of 2 is 1, 1 squared is 1. So I am, out of the blue, just adding 4 to that. So am I allowed on an equation just to add 4 wherever I want? No, I've got to balance the scales up again. So I've added 4 to that side, it's gone down, it's heavier, or whatever you want to call it, so I've got to balance it up. So I'm going to add 4 to this side. And I just, out of my head, put an extra 1 there, so to balance it up, I've got to put an extra 1 there. So there's my equation now, I've got that, which is a circle with a centre of. Now Ben, tell me the centre.
-2, -1.
Yeah. Radius is?
10, is it?
Square root of 10. So what's the traps? So of course it's the opposite there. So if you want to be an opposite person, they're the opposites, and that's the opposite. And then you've got the root 10. Do you want to see another example? Okay, yucky, is there anything I can do to trick you? Yes, I can. So you don't need to do an example, you just go on with the exercise. If I decide to write it this way, let's do one of these for those you can leave it. X squared plus y squared minus, let's go, not only am I going to change the order, I'm going to put negatives in. Let's make this, oh, should I go revolting? No, not yet. How do I make this horrible question? See, that was even. Easy. That was even, it's easy. That's even, it's easy, but if I made it odd, you're going to have fractions, you're going to have halves. Not for now. And then if I made that, let's go at 10y, and I made it minus 4 equals 0. So what's different between that and the first one? This one had equals a number. This one had minus 4. This one had the x squared written first, the x is written second. So to muck your brain up, what have I done? I just changed the order. So I always talk about this one. Rearrange first. Guys, rearrange first wherever you can. Oops, let's cross it out. So what do we want first? We want that first. We want that second because we want the x's together. Some people like to leave a bit of space so you can write the numbers in. Then you can write the y squared next, which is a plus y squared, and then the rest of the y's. And then move the minus 4 out the way. I've left a bit of space. How do I move that 4 out the way? You could do swap sides, swap signs and all that stuff, where you can go plus 4, plus 4. Remember, we're doing an equation. So whatever you do to one side, you do the other. We're not just rearranging, okay? Let's have a look. Go red pen. This is all my brain does. Ready? I go half of that is?
3.
And you could go minus 3. But let's just say 3. 3 threes are?
9.
So I'm going to add 9 there, or add 9 there. And there's something about arrows and little things like that. That one there. So I'm going to halve 10 is?
5.
Alright. Times it by itself? 25. So I add 25 there. So what are we at now? So by the way, you could think through two numbers that multiply the 9 to add up to 6 and all that stuff. Or you can say, I halve that, the half of that was a 3, and I square it. The half of that is a 5, and just, oops, I wrote x. Remember to put the minuses, just watch out for the minuses. Add that up and I've got, what have I got? 29, 38. So now we do the opposites. We're back to the opposites again. So the opposite of minus 3 is 3. The opposite of minus 5 is 5. And they've got a radius bend, another 38, what's the radius?
338.
Yeah. Interesting part, if you had to actually draw that in the exam, can you look at it and tell me within, ready, set, within 2 seconds approximately, Mac, we're gonna go to you, ready, set, go. Depends on your mental arithmetic now.
Yeah, like around
Who's already got it in the head and they're waiting?
6 and a bit.
Yeah, 6 and a bit. What are the bits called? Starts with D.
Decimals.
Yeah. I've started doing videos and I'm doing decimals on, and I started saying they're the bits. It's really interesting. I always said it but never really said it. So 6 and a bit. Would that be good enough?
Yeah.
What if you write 6.3? Getting a bit big, mate. What if you write 6.1? Not bad. What if we checked on our calculator? So in that one you go out 6 and a bit, 6 and a bit, 6 and a bit, 6 and a bit, draw a thing up. So watch out for this, it mucks a lot of people's brains up. So back to, I'm over there, I'm down to 36, so it's a little bit bigger than 36. So it's a little bit bigger than 6. You okay? We just lined all the circles. Woohoo! We just done enough exercise.